Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Harness News Update. I'm your host, Trey Colbeck, and we're here live on our presenting sponsor, HarnessLink.com, because HarnessLink.com is the only harness racing website truly dedicated covering news and events in the harness racing industry worldwide. And we're here because of our sponsorship by HardestBid. HardestBid is a game changer for the standardbred and racing bloodstock industry. Provides buyers and sellers an easy-to-use online platform that offers global reach, unparalleled transparency, and convenience for you, its customers, with zero commission on any horse sold. Buyers can purchase horses with the confidence that they are getting the best value for their money, while at the same time, sellers can list their horses without worrying about hefty commission fees eating into their profits. For more information and to get started, visit harnessbid.com. And we're here brought to you because of our friends at the USTA. Maybe you noted on the bottom, I'm going to do a little change in our programming. I've been trying to test out 3-4 shows a week. I don't know if it's worth it. So we're going to go back to 2 shows a week. I find that's the perfect recipe. Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesday show, I'll recap the action from the weekend, preview anything coming up during the week, the middle of the week. And then on Friday, of course, we'll recap anything from the middle of the week and set up the weekend. So today, Friday, we're going to recap everything from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night racing. And I also have a preview near the second half of the show, near the end, previewing everything coming up. We got the Blue Chip Matchmaker tonight at Yonkers Raceway, as well as the Borgata Series there on Monday. The New Holland Pacing Series continues at Woodbine Mohawk Park tomorrow. A couple things at Cal Expo, their 4-year-old California Sire Stakes, and the Delaware Standardbred Breeders' Fund. I believe it's 3-year-old Philly Trotters have a $50,000 final on Monday. Does that sound right? Monday, that I'll talk about near the end as well. And I also have my picks for some pick 5s. Fraser Downs pick 5 for tonight, and Century Downs pick 5 for tomorrow. But before we get into that, we got to recap all the action from the last few days. With more racing coming on, I'm going to try to focus more on the big races, opens, stake races, and that nature for replays, just to make sure we don't have a 2, 3, 4 hour show. We're going to kick things off with Saratoga. They had just racing on Tuesday. They had an open pace. 15,000 was up for grabs. Here is that replay.
Tour and a little side hustle, moving up on the outside, always watching, trying to dig out of about a 7-length hole after a half in 56-3. 29-3 in the second quarter. So they head into the clubhouse turn with Arizona, the leading lady, making it work by a length and a half. Swedish Starlet's getting a nice trip. She's riding the leader's coattails and has been there throughout. The outside, always watching, ranging up into contention. She's made it up into third, still on a steady gain. Bypassing American Tours back to fourth. She's shuffled. To her outside, Fond Memories is fifth, 3/4 and 125-4. And the longtime leader, Arizona, is still the boss. Always Watching's gone a long way, continues to creep up closer on the outside in second. Swedish Starlet hunts Racing Room from third. Towards the inside, American Tour, and then Fond Memories is leveled off as they come to the top of the stretch. And Arizona trying to finish the job, wheels off the turn with a half-length lead. Always Watching, first over forever. Up the inside, Swedish Starlet, but it's still Arizona. Arizona's hanging in there and hanging on. Swedish Starlet second, then Always Watching, and American.
Yeah, so Arizona won the open pace on Tuesday at Saratoga. Went pretty much wire to wire and 150 flat, 29-1 closing quarter. Brett Beckwith was in the bike for trainer Mark Beckwith. This is a 5-year-old mare by Up the Credit, winning that on Saratoga. And actually, Brett Beckwith would end the night, end that card with 6 wins. He would win races 2, 6, 7, 9, 10, and 13. That was race 6. The open pace there. Billy Dobson would also get a hat trick. He would win 3 races, 1, 4, and 11. The next track I will talk about here is Pocono Downs. Had racing on Tuesday as well. One driver was able to get a hat trick, and that was Jim Palatinino. He wins a hat trick, like I said, races 2, 4, and 12. Race 2, he wins with Love That Smile, a 5-year-old mare by Sports Rider in 155-2. Also would win with race 4, a 6-1 minor upset, Big City Daisy, a 3-year-old filly by Always Be Mickey. And his last win would come race 12, Kobe B in 157-4. Next replay I'll have, we go to Western Fair, had racing on Tuesday and Wednesday, but up on Tuesday, they had the Fillies and Mares preferred pace. And we'll pick it up just after the half. Here, that is that race. It was race 9 on Tuesday.
Layla Blue now in play. She just took 4th. Then next to last, J120. Trailer continues to be so frisky. Half a well-rated 57-4, 30-1 through the second quarter for pace setter, for favorite. Major League right there in second. Exotic Dragon. A peek to the outside, though it was just briefly. For Salzburg Jesse, Layla Blue keeps on coming third at 16-1. She is inching in closer. Trying to follow up on that move. So frisky. She's doing it. Next to last was Lola Sunshine off the back end. J120. 126-4. 29 flat through the third. Upset in the making. Possibly Layla Blue at 16-1. Pulling alongside even money favorite. Major League looking vulnerable here. Room at the inn. Exotic Dragon and So Frisky. The 4 across. Wild finish. Goes to Exotic Dragon and a Travis Cullen driving triple.
Yeah, so as you kind of heard before I got cut off, Travis Cullen at this point got the hat trick. He would actually add a 4th in the last 10th and last race. He wins here with Exotic Dragon, a 6-year-old mare by Custer the Dragon. Jody Cullen trains. Cullen would win 4. He would start off by winning the second race of the card with Dio Souls in 202-4. This 4-year-old mare wins in 202-4. He would also win race 5 with One Last Bet in 158 flat, win that Fillies and Mares preferred, and win the last race of the day with Jillian Jiggs in 157-2. Jody Cullen trained that one as well. The late daily double, Travis and Jody Cullen late daily double, 4-4, paid $7.20 on Tuesday. Wednesday racing at Western Fair, they had a preferred trot. We'll pick that up after the half as well. Here it is, race 7.
Lengths tip to tail. Insanity not keeping up in fourth. That's got Bucktober about 15 lengths off the lead now, following a hot half of 58-3 through the winter conditions. Dalquist Hanover, the 4-year-old son of Wallner, brings them on to the backside. His lead is 2 full lengths over Cena Magician in second. Johnny Buckshot looking to get underway from third. Bucktober, he has made up a ton of ground, though he is still 4th and still about 6 lengths off the lead, and now distance off of the field. Something amiss tonight for Insanity. 128-3 for 3/4. Dalquist Hanover all in. Johnny Buckshot coming to him now. Cena Magician is trotting third, and Bucktober, he's come from last, and he shows up in third here with less than an 8 to go. Dalquist Hanover, Johnny Buckshot. It's going to be the worst to first preferred victory. Bucktober, and Borth is in for 3. Johnny Buckshot was second. Dalquist Hanover, then Cena Magician and Insanity. Wow.
Yeah, wow. Bucktober comes from last to first, winning 159-4. He was kind of a 2-1. It was 2-1. The favorite, Dalquist Sealster, finished third, while Johnny Buckshot finished second in there. El Toro Loco, who just matched the older trot best time there, track record at Western Fair, was scratched 6, so he didn't have a chance to redo what he did last time. But Bucktober, a 5-year-old gelding by Flanagan Memory, and as you likely heard, Tyler Borth, that was the hat trick. He wouldn't add a 4th. He won races 5, 6, and 7, 3 straight races in a row at Western Fair on Wednesday. Garrett Rooney did one better. He got a grand slam, races 1, 4, 8, and 9 on Wednesday at Western Fair. The next track I'll move on to is Northfield Park. They had racing on Tuesday and Wednesday. Nothing of major, no huge feature race, no open, no stake race. But on Tuesday, we had a grand slam. Hunter Myers wins 4, races 5, 10, 11 and 13. On Wednesday, one driver to have a good day was James Day. He would win a hat trick, races 5, 7, and 13. And then on to Rosecroft. Rosecroft Raceway had racing Tuesday and Thursday. On Tuesday, the feature race, there's 2 feature races we'll look at. The first is the Open Trot. That was the first race of the day. It was won by Sinatra DeVee with Jonathan Ali in the bike for trainer Eric Foster. They go 153 and 4, the heavy favorite, Sinatra DeVee. 4-year-old gelding by Southwind Frank. Let's watch this after the half-mile mark.
CrossFit Mouse is third, 3 from the top. A half mile up in 56 and 2, 29 and 2 for the second panel. Rivers is half in, half out fourth, and he might give cover to Sinatra DeVee, who popped out of the 6 hole and is on the move. They go to 3/4. It's still College Tuition, cleared by a length and a half on Funny Riddle. On the outside, Rivers now clearly in the flow. He's third, a length from the top. Then in fourth is CrossFit Mouse. Trying to grab cover. Fifth is Sinatra DeVee, but he's gapping a little bit. He now takes fourth with about 3 to come. Then it's Sailor and Swan Harbor. 3/4, 124 and 4. And it's College Tuition in front by a half length. Now, Sinatra DeVee kicks it into gear. And here he comes 3 wide. Rivers is between horses trying to hang in there. Funny Riddle completely blocked. Top of the stretch. Sinatra DeVee has been fanned wide, but he now takes a short lead. College Tuition fights back on the inside, but he can't fight much, and Sinatra DeVee rolls right on by. It's 3 in a row for Sinatra DeVee. He wins the opener as much the best. Funny Riddle was second, then Rivers was third, College Tuition fourth in 1:53 and 4.
Yeah, big win there by Sinatra DeVee. And then Jonathan Ali won that in the bike. He would actually get the hat trick on Tuesday. He would win race 8 with Honey Love, a Michael Hall trained pacer, a 4-year-old mare by Big Jim. They go 152 in that mile. And then he would add another one in the 11th, Lights Out, another Eric Foster trained pacer, wins it by a nose in 155 and 1. And then race 12 was the Maryland Mares Open pace. Lloyd's Love wins in 153 and 1. Trey Porter was in the bike for trainer Michael Hall. Let's pick this one up after the half as well.
Charge fifth, now fourth comes Dice Baby through a half mile in 56 and 1. It's still I Love on Gate, calling all the shots by a length and a half. Lloyd's Love's right there in second. On the inside, third is Beach Boutique. Up first over fourth, still trying to advance, but now stalling out a bit, is Dice Baby. To the inside, covered up fifth, is Phoenix Rising. Then second over in sixth, Ashton's Artillery. Inside seventh is Aunt Millie's Martini, and American Sombrero is last. It's still I Love on Gate with the lead by a length and a half. 3/4, 124 and 3. Lloyd's Loves has pace, now fed racetrack. And here comes Lloyd's Loves, a real pocket rocket after this leader, now within a head. Beach Boutique is third. Dice Baby's thrown in the towel. There's Phoenix Rising, top of the stretch. I Love on Gate. Gonna have to dig in here against Lloyd's Loves. It's I Love on Gate now only in front. Lloyd's Loves trying to get by in second. Lloyd's Loves now nose in front. I Love on Gate fights right back. I Love on Gate and Lloyd's Loves. Lloyd's Loves on the outside with I Love on Gate. Here's the wire. Lloyd's Loves up to win it in a stretch battle. Then I Love on Gate was second. Phoenix Rising third. Beach Boutique fourth. 150.
Yeah, and then on to Thursday at Rosecroft. Again, they had 2 feature races. The Maryland Preferred Open 2 pace is the first one we'll look at. Race 11 on the card. Let's pick it up after the half.
As they race by the half in 56 and 2/5 seconds. It's a well-rated Gnome Hanover here for Russell Foster. Confrontation looming here on the outside. Nothing but finesse is on the move. Down to the inside, third, Precision Blue Chip. Second over and fourth, Fantastic Voyage. Fifth at the inside for Lions Music. Pacing sixth on the outside, third over here is Dirt on My Boots. Seventh on the pylons is Transparency. Into the outer flow now. Leonard's Legacy going to try and pick off a few on the way home and Tri-Line Trails. 3/4 in 124 and 1/5 seconds. 27 and 4 on the backside. Gnome Hanover on the inside. Nothing but finesse on the outside. Precision Blue Chip in the pocket. Fantastic Voyage. Ready to tip 3 deep for Moyer here. They come to the top of the stretch. Trying to dig in here is Gnome Hanover. Nothing but finesse trying to grind him down. Precision Blue Chip down to the inside. It's a 3-wide battle now. 4 with Fantastic Voyage on the outside. They come to the wire. It's nothing but finesse.
Yeah, nothing but finesse wins it in 152-3 with Jonathan Ali aboard for trainer Mike Hall. A couple races later, race 13 was the Open 1 pace. Tom's Twilight wins in 151-4 with Frank Milby in the bike for trainer Roger Hans. Tom's Twilight's an 8-year-old gelding by Sweet Lou. Here is this highlight after the half.
Led by business director on the outside, 54 3/5 seconds. It's all about Faith and Ollie by almost 2. Macklemore second, pacing third for Full Send. Business director is fourth and moving up with 3/8 of a mile to go. Inside is Walden Woods. Second over Tom's Twilight. Third over is Sea of Life. Down to the inside is Marco Beach, and then it is Shim. Racing to 3/4. It's all about Faith. Trying to sprint all the way to the wire. Business director is up to second in 122-3. Jonathan and Macklemore trying to fight back on the inside. They'll need racing room. Tom's Twilight, nowhere to go for Full Send. Sea of Life. Then it is Walden Woods also looking for racing room. Eric getting Marco Beach off the pylons to the far turn. They turn for the finish mark. It's all about Faith. Business director, Tom's Twilight, Macklemore, Sea of Life far outside. Deep stretch. Tom's Twilight's going to do it again.
Yeah, again, that was Tom's Twilight winning in 151-4, a 6-1 minor upset. On Thursday at Rosecroft, one driver had a grand slam. That was Tyler Miller. He wins his first race of the day in race 5 with Jack Roger in 154-1, a Katie Callahan trained pacer. A couple races later, he would win in race 8 with Dr. Mickey in 154-1. He'd also win races 10 and 14 to end things off. Next track we will look at is Dover Downs, and they had the second elimination for the 3-year-old Colton Gelding Trot in the Delaware Standardbred Breeders' Fund. There was 2 splits. Here is the first one. We'll watch the full recap of this. Here it is.
3-year-old Gelding Trot is behind the gate, moving up. Delaware Standardbred Breeders' Fund, late closer, sponsored by Bally's Dover. They're off. There goes Daddy Wags right out for that lead. Also trying to move out is LG's Bluestone. Up the inside, Trout Master. Down along the rail, Works Like a Charm. And it's Oliver Now, and at the end, Platinum Punch. They race into the first turn, and rushing up along the inside, Trout Master wants the lead, so Daddy Wags forced back to second, about 4 lengths further back. Works Like a Charm got away third, racing fourth, It's Oliver Now, followed by the trailers, LG's Bluestone and Platinum Punch. They make their way by the opening quarter in 28 1/5. Field races by the stands. Troutmaster is on top, sitting right there in second. Daddy Wags, followed by Works Like a Charm in third. Another 3 back to It's Oliver Now. Then comes LG's Bluestone, and at the end, Platinum Punch. Field makes the way to the clubhouse turn on the way toward the half. Troutmaster leads by a length and a half. Daddy Wags is there, sitting in third. Works Like a Charm. Another 2 lengths back. It's Oliver Now. Then it's LG's Bluestone and the trailer Platinum Punch. They went by the half in 58 1/5 as they head over toward the backstretch. The leader is Troutmaster. Daddy Wags is right there, ready to move at any time. His Works Like a Charm, followed by It's Oliver Now. Works Like a Charm is out. It's Oliver Now is following in fourth, down inside LG's Bluestone, and nothing yet from Platinum Punch. They go toward the end of the backstretch on the way toward 3/4, and Troutmaster is on top, racing up on the outside. Works Like a Charm. Daddy Wags forced to wait alongside It's Oliver Now. They went by 3/4 in 128 flat. They're midway on the final turn. Works Like a Charm now. Has gone up and gotten a lead. Works Like a Charm. Troutmaster with the rail. It's Oliver Now on the outside. Off the rail, LG's Bluestone jammed up and getting backed up. Daddy Wags, they're at the top of the stretch now, turning for home. And Works Like a Charm has gone up and gotten a lead. Works Like a Charm. Troutmaster, Daddy Wags loose down the inside. Here comes Daddy Wags. They come toward the wire. It's going to be Works Like a Charm. Close for second. Works Like a Charm. Daddy Wags in a photo there might have got the place spot. It's close though. Time for the mile was 158-1.
Yeah, 158-1 for Works Like a Charm. Jim King Jr. trains this trotter, 3-year-old gelding by EL Platinum. And Tim Tetrick was in the bike for that, and that was actually his first of 3 on the day. He also would win race 9 later with, and then win race 13 to end things off with Billy Eyelash in 154-1. On to the second division for the DSBF late closers here for 3-year-old Colt and Geldings. It was race 2. LG's Jackson wins in 2 minutes even with a 31 flat closing quarter. Les Gibbons trains. Jim Morand was in the bike. This is a 3-year-old gelding by Rolls Blue Chip. Here is this full replay.
Three-year-old gelding trotters behind the gate moving up. Delaware Standard Breeders' Fund late closer, second elimination, second division, purse 10,000. They're off from the outside. Pulsator quickest away. Moving up into second, LG's Jackson toward the rail. That's Bonnie's Blue Rock. Then comes Chief Funster, and Jet Sam gets away last. They make their way around the first turn. LG's Jackson up to take the lead. Pulsator is back to second. Bonnie's Blue Rock third, and fourth, Chief Funster, followed by the early trailer, and that is Jet Sam. They make their way around the first turn. LG's Jackson opens up 3 lanes over Pulsator. Bonnie's Blue Rock is there third. They make their way by the opening quarter. They go by in 29 1/5 on their way toward the half. LG's Jackson opens up now by 3.5 lanes. Racing in second, Pulsator, followed by Bonnie's Blue Rock. Then comes Chief Funster in fourth. The trailer continues to be Jet Sam. They make their way toward the clubhouse turn. LG's Jackson a 5-length lead. Pulsator is there, followed by Bonnie's Blue Rock. Coming to the outside from last now and moving up a bit is Jet Sam. Back to last now is Chief Funster. They make their way by the half. And with the 4 or 5-length lead, LG's Jackson goes by the half in 59 4/5. They trot to the back stretch. LG's Jackson, Pulsator there at the rail. Jet Sam races up on the outside. Bonnie's Blue Rock back to fourth. And now the trailer, Chief Funster. They race up the back stretch on the way toward 3/4. LG's Jackson 2.5 lanes. Pulsator is there with Jet Sam on the outside. Chief Funster came to the outside down at the rail. Bonnie's Blue Rock. They go into the final turn on the way by 3/4. LG's Jackson, a 3-length lead. 3/4 in 129 flat around the final turn. LG's Jackson widens now. It's 4 or 5 lanes. Holding second, Pulsator. Jet Sam on the outside toward the rail. Bonnie's Blue Rock. And then comes Chief Funster. They come to the top of the stretch now, turning home. And LG's Jackson off by 4 or 5 lanes. Pulsator holding second. Jet Sam races on the outside. Bonnie's Blue Rock back to fourth, coming through the stretch. LG's Jackson with a big lead coming to the wire. LG's Jackson is in front. Then it's going to be Pulsator followed by Jet Sam. Time for the mile, 2 minutes flat.
Yeah, and that's everything from Tuesday. The 3-year-old Colt Gelding Trot there, the second elimination, both divisions. On to Wednesday, there was the 3-year-old filly Pacers. There was 2 divisions. The first one was a non-wagering, so I don't have the replay for you. With Jet Propelled won in 156 and 2. Robert Shan trains this Pacer, a 3-year-old mare by Roddy's Bag again. And then there was a wagering one for the second division, and here is that replay.
Through Philly Pacers behind the gate. Delaware Standard Breeders' Fund late closer, sponsored by Bally's Dover, purse 10,000. Second elimination, second division. There goes Small Town Bad Girl out for lead toward the inside. That's Bad Nella Monella. Driving up on the outside. That looks like Curtsy for Persico. Down inside, Grace O'Malley. Trailers into the turn are Gin Bag. And at the end, as they go by the opening quarter, or toward the opening quarter, Amelia Maximus. And they race to the quarter now. And the leader, Small Town Bad Girl. Bad Nella Manella there. 3.5 back to Grace O'Malley. Curtsy for Persico took the 4 hole. They went by the opening quarter in 28 3/5 as they come by the stands. On top, Small Town Bad Girl. Right there is Bad Nella Manella. Another 3 lanes back, Grace O'Malley, followed by Curtsy for Persico. Another 2 lanes, that's Gin Bag. And at the end, it's Amelia Maximus as they make their way to the clubhouse turn. Small Town Bad Girl is on top. Sitting right there in second, Bad Nella Manella. Getting a bit closer, Grace O'Malley, followed by Curtsy for Persico, who's still fourth. Racing in fifth, that's Gin Bag. The trailer continues to be Amelia Maximus. Field makes the way over toward the backstretch, 58 1/5. They race up the backstretch now on the way toward 3/4. Leader, Small Town Bad Girl, sitting right there in second. That's Bad Nella Manella. Curtsy for Persico comes to the outside, goes around Grace O'Malley, gap of 3 for Gin Bag, and at the end, Amelia Maximus. They go into the far turn, approaching 3/4. Leading the way, that Small Town Bad Girl. Sitting in second, Bad Nella Manella, taking 3 hole briefly, is Curtsy for Persico. They went by 3/4, 127 2/5. They head over toward the top of the stretch now, and still on top, Small Town Bad Girl. But here comes Curtsy for Persico right up on the outside as they come off the turn. And Curtsy for Persico up to get the lead. Small Town Bad Girl. Bad Nella Manella on the outside. They come toward the wire. Curtsy for Persico's in front. Small Town Bad Girl followed by Bad Nella Manella. 156 and 3.
Yeah, big 156 and 3 mile there for Curtsy for Persico. Tim Tetrick was in the bike for trainer Jim King Jr. On Wednesday, one driver got a hat trick that we'll talk about, and that was Anthony Morgan. He wins race. He first wins race 2 with Rags to Riches in 157 flat. He'd also win race 6 with Doobie Cruz in 154 and 4, and he get his third win in race 8 with Windmere Leia in 156 and 1. There was also a Fillies and Mares open pace on Wednesday at Dover Downs. Southwind Ice and Fire wins in 154 and 2. 11-1 upset. Kevin Lar trains. Corey Callahan was in the bike. Southwind Ice and Fire, 4-year-old mare by betting line. We'll pick that up after the half. Here it is.
To the outside now. Disturbed Hanover wants to lead as they go by the half. Disturbed Hanover Jody sitting right there. Grander Shielster, Lions Better Day races on the outside, followed by Southwind Ice and Fire, 56 and 1. They race up the backstretch now. Disturbed Hanover went up and got the lead. Jody back to second. Taking over second is Lions Better Day, followed by Southwind Ice and Fire. Toward the inside, that's Grander Shielster. Alongside comes Misty Coast. The trailers are Got the Gold, and on the outside, that's Divine Deo. They race by 3/4 in 125 and 2/5. Around the final turn, coming toward the top of the stretch, Disturbed Hanover. Lions Better Day, Southwind Ice and Fire, 3 wide. Right now, following that 3 wide bid, is Misty Coast. They come toward the top of the stretch now, and they turn for home. And from the outside, Southwind Ice and Fire has to deal with Misty Coast. Disturbed Hanover still fighting at the rail. They come through the stretch. Southwind Ice and Fire up to get the lead. Misty Coast coming on the outside. They come toward the wire. Southwind Ice and Fire. Misty Coast, Disturbed Hanover third in 154 and 2.
Yeah, and that's everything from Wednesday at Dover Downs on to Thursday. Again, they had 2 divisions for the 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pacers here in the Delaware Standardbred Breeders' Fund. Here is the first one.
3-year-old Gelding Pacer behind the gate moving up. Delaware Standardbred Breeders' Fund Lake Closer, purse 10,000. They're off from the outside. There goes Papa's Son out for the lead. Moving up, Beat Cop, getting away third. I'm Still Here. 6'4", full of muscle, got away fourth. Racing fifth, Cavalli Island. Then it's Midnight Mike, and on the outside the trailer is Better Dig 2. They race around the first turn, and Papa's Son up to get the lead. Beat Cop second. Another 2.5, I'm Still Here, followed by 6'4", full of muscle. A big gap back to Cavalli Island. At the end are Midnight Mike and Better Dig 2. They make the way by the opening quarter. They went by in 28 and 2/5. Field races by the stands now on the way over toward the half. And leading the way, that's Papa's Son. B-Cop sitting in second. I'm Still Here, got away third. Another 2.5 lengths. 6'4", full of muscle. About 5 more to Cavalli Island. Trailing into that clubhouse turn are Midnight Mike and Better Dig 2. They make the way into that turn on the way toward the half. Papa's Son and B-Cop, they sit 1-2. Getting away third, I'm Still Here. 6'4", full of muscle. Fourth, a closer fifth is Cavalli Island. Midnight Mike and Better Dig 2 continue to trail. They went by the half in 57 and 3/5. They head over toward the backstretch now and lead away Papa's Son by 2 lengths. Beat Cop races in second. I'm Still Here third, and gap back 6'4", full of muscle. Then it's Cavalli Island. They continue up the backstretch into the final turn. They approach 3/4, and the leader, Papa's Son, Beat Cop, and I'm Still Here. That's about it. They race by 3/4 now in 126 and 1/5. They're on the final turn coming toward the top of the stretch, and it's Papa's Son getting ready for Beat Cop. 2 or 3 lengths, I'm Still Here, followed by 6'4", full of muscle in fourth. They're at the top of the stretch, ready to turn for home. Beat Cop has gone up on the outside to get the lead. Beat Cop, Papa's Son back to second. They straighten away. Beat Cop has a short lead coming through the stretch. Beat Cop with Papa's Son fighting hard toward the inside, but it'll be Beat Cop to pull away late. Beat Cop, Papa's Son, and I'm Still Here.
Sorry about that. Yeah, Beat Cop wins in 154 and 4. Tim Tetrick was in the bike for that one. And let's look at the second split now.
Dover, purse 10,000. They're off toward the inside. There goes Come On Eddie out for the lead. Between horses moving up, Shocking Truth, Captain Pete on the far outside. That's Lovenberry got away fourth, racing in fifth. Italian Stallion, another 2 lanes. There goes Bubba, followed by Chel's Little Devil. Away last, Matt's Artist. They make their way around the first turn. And Captain Pete went up and got the lead. Shocking Truth got away second. Racing in third, Come On Eddie in front of Lovenberry. They make their way by the opening quarter. They went by in 28 and 3/5. And the leader is Captain Pete. Captain Pete is on top, leads it by a length and a half. Shocking Truth got away second. Come On Eddie third. Another 2 back to Lovenberry fourth. Racing fifth. That's Italian Stallion. 2 in front of there goes Bubba. Then it's Chel's Little Devil. And not keeping up right now, Matt's Artist. They race to the clubhouse turn with Captain Pete leading the way. Shocking Truth got away second, racing third. Come On Eddie. Lovenberry is still fourth, racing in fifth. That's Italian Stallion. They make their way by the half, 56 and 4/5 as they head over toward the back stretch. Captain Pete's getting away, opens up 3 lanes. Shocking Truth stays there in second, about 5 lanes back. Dropping back, Come On Eddie. Taking over third will be Lovenberry. They race midway up the back stretch, now on the way toward 3/4. Also gaining, there goes Bubba. They go toward the end of the back stretch. Captain Pete and Shocking Truth. Lovenberry races outside of Come On Eddie. There goes Bubba, 3 wide right now. They go by 3/4 in 1:25 and 2/5. They race around the final turn, coming toward the top of the stretch, and Captain Pete is pulling away. Leads by 4 or 5 lanes. Captain Pete being chased by Shocking Truth. Lovenberry is third. They're at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Captain Pete has gone off by 5 or 6 lanes coming through the stretch. It's Captain Pete all alone. Shocking Truth is there. Come On Eddie down the inside with Lovenberry. They come toward the wire. Captain Pete easy. Captain Pete's in front. Shocking Truth and Lovenberry. 154.
Yeah, Captain Pete gets the job done there. 154, like you heard. Alan Davis was in the bike for trainer Jason Johnson. Captain Pete, a 3-year-old gelding by Roddy's Bag again. And actually, Alan Davis, this was his first of 3 wins on Thursday. He would also win races 8 and 9. Race 8 with Sir Charlie of Skye in 151 and 2. Another Jason Johnson trade pacer. He would also win race 9 with Trojan Banner. This time a Brendan Davis trade pacer in 152 and 3. And also on Thursday, Anthony Morgan would add 3 more wins to his total here. Sheer Terror in race 3 in 151 and 4. Race 5 with Flip My Chip, a 27-1 upset in 152 flat, and race 7 Sheriff with in 153 and 1. Next track we will look at Miami Valley Raceway. Had racing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. No features on Tuesday to report, but a few drivers to win 2 wins. That was the most any driver could really pick up on Tuesday. Austin Hanners is 1. He won races 3 and 11. Race 3 with Big Bad Wemo in 152 and 4. And also race 11 with Barebone in 155 and 4. Luke Hanners would also win 2. His first is race 8 with Check on the Beach in 155 and 4. And also race 13 with Dragon Attack. And he would go 154 and 2. Brett Miller would get 2 as well. Race 7 and 9. Race 7 on Tuesday with Jack, Jim, Betty, and Karen. All 4 of them won. It looks like in 154 flat. And he would also win race 9 with BB Cruiser. And then Kane Kaufman would get 2 as well. Race 10 with Canadia's Bacon in 156 and 4, a 6-1 binder upset. And that was the second win. His first one came in race 4 with Sin Buster 6 in 156 and 1. Wednesday at Miami Valley, we had one driver get a hat trick. And it was Tyler Smith. He would win the first race of the day with Put to Right in 153 and 3. Win by a neck there in 153 and 3. This is a 7-year-old gelding by Captain Trentress. He'd also win race 3 with HC Commander in 154 and 2. 7-1 upset. And race 7 Mossy's Dragon in 152 and 2. Thursday at Miami Valley, there was a open pace. Race 10, 34,000 in the purse. And we'll watch that replay. We'll pick it up just after the half-mile station. Here it is.
Followed by Later Dudes as they head past the half in 55 seconds flat, a 29-second breather for Making Some Noise, who looks real good up on top right now at 4-5. Sitting in the pocket second is the 3 Bernie. First up on the outside, going the hard mile, is Art Attack A. Second over on the outside as they near 3/4 is the 4 ShamWow, and the inside fifth is He's a Wise Sky. They pass 3/4 and 122 flat, 27-second third quarter, and Making Some Noise now opens up by 2 on the field. Second on the inside is the 3 Bernie. Stalled on the outside is the 9 Art Attack A as they make the turn for home. It's been making some noise every step of the way as Kane chirps at him, and he takes off a little more, opens up by 3 lengths. On the outside, battling the back for second is the 9 Art Attack A, but it's all making some noise as they...
Yeah, Making Some Noise goes in 149 and 3. Wow, 149 and 3. Love seeing the sub 150s. 27 and 3 closing quarter there for Kane Kaufman in the bike for trainer Edward Miller. Picking up the check there. Making Some Noise was the favorite, a 6-year-old gelding by Always Be Mickey. Also to add on Thursday at Miami Valley, one driver got a grand slam. That was Jeremy Smith. He gets his first win in race 3 with Ben Rockin in 152 and 4, an 8-year-old gelding. And then he would win actually back-to-back races. Race 4 with Larry Carr in 150 and 4, 27 and 4 closing quarter for that pacer. This is a 9-year-old gelding. And then he would also win race 6, Jeremy Smith, with Pacer Racer, win by a neck in 151 and 4. This is a 7-year-old gelding. And he would win race 7 as well with Dream Fair Sunfire, 5-year-old gelding by Sunshine Beach in 154 flat. Monticello Raceway is the next one up, racing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as well. On Tuesday, no opens to report, but a couple drivers picked up 2 wins. The first one was Michael Merton, we'll talk about. He won races on the right day here. Sorry. On Tuesday, he won races 1 and 3. He wins the first race with Ziggy Sky, a 13-year-old gelding by Stonebridge Regal in 157 and 3. And then he would also win race 3 at 4-1 with Ain't He Special, a 5-year-old gelding by American Ideal. The other driver to get 2 wins on Tuesday at Monticello was Jim Taggart Jr. He wins races 4 and 6. Race 4 with KG Ideal, an 8-1 upset in 159 and 2. The favorite, Best Girlfriend Ever, finished second by a few lengths. And then race 6, Taggart Jr. gets back in the winner's circle with KG Unreal in 156 and 3. The 31-1 CR Dudley finished second, while the favorite Trevor's H finished third there. And on to Wednesday at Monticello, Open Trot was held. One second here. Computer's acting slow today. Open Trot, 6,500 up for grabs. Here it is, starting at the half-mile mark.
Hanover getting underway 4th with Constance Victory and KJ Kyra, the half-mile, 58 and 1, a 30 and 2 second quarter. So with one more circuit to go here in the Open, and Bruce Aldridge has Home and Dry still in front over Emmett-Town Bud. First over on the outside comes Patrick Hanover. Picking up that cover there comes Constance Victory. Down on the inside, it's one of those in KJ Kyra, but in the meantime, it is still Home and Dry, 3/4 in 1, 28 and 3, 30 and 2, third panel. Swinging around the final turn, it's still Home and Dry, popping out of the 2-hole. Here comes Pierre Beauvais and Emmett-Town Bud. Now moving up alongside, looking to take on the favorite. Top of the lane here in the finale. On the outside, Emmett-Town Bud now sweeps on by to take the lead and pulls away from the Open Trot. Emmetown Bud wins it going away. Using the inside route, it's one of those gets second over home.
Yeah, that was Emmetown Bud winning in 158 and 2 at 4-1. Pierre Beauvais was in the bike with the 7-year-old gelding by Big Stick Lindy. On Wednesday, only one driver could get multiple wins at Monticello, and that again was Jim Taggart Jr. He wins races 3 and 5. Race 3 with Baxter in 201 and 1. And then he would also win race 5 with EA Perfect Wish, 63-1 in 159 and 2. EA Perfect Wish is a three-year-old filly by Better's Wish, 63-1. Wow, big win there. The favorite Ivy Hanover finished third, while at 7-1, She's Not Kidding Cowboy finished second. What was the payouts here? That was the last leg of the pick 5. A 50-cent pick 5. $4,492, probably because helped out with that 63-1. The pick 3, 50 cent, ended on that race as well, $549.75. The 10-cent Superfecta in race 5 paid $371.60. The 50-cent Triactor with the EA Perfect Wish, $629.25. And the $1 Exactor with the 63-1, paired with the 7-1, paid out $468.50. Wow, crazy times there. On to Thursday at Monticello, Jim Taggart Jr. also picked up another 2 wins. He won races 3 and 5. Race 3 with Banderas Hanover in 2 minutes and 1/5, a minor 4-1 upset there. Shane Taggart trains that pacer, a 5-year-old gelding. And then he would also win race 5 with another Shane Taggart train, Mickey DeVee, a 4-year-old gelding by Always Be Mickey in 159. Flat 14-1 upset there. Gregory Merton would also win 2 races yesterday at Monticello, races 2 and 8. Race 2 with the Bob Davis train, Nerve of Steel, 2:03 and 1 was the mile time for the 12-year-old pacing gelding by Art Official. And then Gregory Merton would win race 8 as well with the Chad Washington train. See You Tuesday in 2 minutes and 4/5. See You Tuesday is 11-year-old gelding by Western Terror. Next track I'll talk about is Yonkers. Had racing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as well. We'll talk about them later. They're in the preview part as well, so make sure to check out the second half, the later half of the show as well. On Tuesday, nothing, no big preferreds or features or anything to talk about, but a couple drivers to win multiple races. Versus Yannick Gingras gets a grand slam. He wins the race 2 with Bluebird Graf in 156 and 4. He'd also win race 5 with Datitude, 155 and 1, and Izzy Estrada trained pacer. Yannick Gingras would win back-to-back races. He'd get back to the winner's circle race 6. 8 non-stop in time in 155 and 1, a Per Ingblom trained pacer. And then he would also win race 9, Nighthawk, in 154 and 1, a Mike Burke trained pacer. George Brennan would also get a hat trick on Tuesday at Yonkers, races 3, 7, and 10. Race 3, he won with Point to My Grandson and 152 flat. Race 7, he won with He's All the Rage in 154 flat, a 6-1 minor upset there. And he'd also win race 10 with Kingsville in 153 and 3. Wednesday at Yonkers, 3 drivers could muster 2 wins. That would be the most any driver could pick up. Jason Bartlett's the first one I'll talk about. He wins races 1 and 10. Race 1 with the Izzy Estrada trained Captain T Hanover, a Captain Trencherous gelding. He paces that mile in 156 flat. And then he would win race 10. Bartlett with Bontany Degato S in 157 and 3. Jordan Stratton would win 2 races as well, races 3 and 6. Race 6 with Cal Miles and Shell wins by a neck in 2 minutes even. And he would win a couple races earlier, race 3 with Twin B Fighter in 156 flat. And then he would Brett Holland would also win 2 on Wednesday. Smokin' By in 156.1 in race 4. And then in race 9, he would also win with Prestige Sealster in 155.1. Thursday at Yonkers, we have a Fillies and Mares Invitational Trot. Race 2, 35,000 up for grabs. We'll pick this up after the half. Here it is.
Perfect Vixen is past the half mile in 59 seconds flat. That's a big 30-3 breather here for Perfect Vixen. She has the advantage as they make their way into the payoff half here. Lady Jeter still tracks along from second. Queen of All content to stay to the cones third. Same for Help of the Season, who's back in fourth, and still no turning back the distant trailer. To 3/4 they go. Perfect Vixen has the lead. Lady Jeter is second. Queen of All stays at the cones third. Now here's Help of the Season starting first up into the outer flow, but has nearly 5 lengths to find on the other co-favorite as they pass by 3/4 and 127.4. Far turn final time. Perfect Vixen looks to seal the deal. Lady Jeter is still second. Now Help of the Season is soon to challenge for that second spot and tries to track down this leader. Queen of All has been shuffled back to fourth as they come to the top of the stretch and spin for home. Perfect Vixen. Perfect Vixen is in front, but Help of the Season is bearing down the center of the racetrack. Perfect Vixen still there at the inside, though. A Help of the Season can't get there late. It is Perfect Vixen down to the line of winner. Help of the Season was second. Then it was Queen of All and Lady Jeter, 157 flat.
At 157 flat for Perfect Vixen. Matt Kakali in the bike for trainer Jared Bacco. Trots the mile there at 157 flat. Like I said, 29-1 closing quarter. Held off Help of the Season with a 28-2 closing quarter. And Queen of All finished third. On Thursday, one driver got a hat trick, and that was Joe Borgano. He wins races 1, 3, and 12. Race 1 with Big Dream Fella, a Travis Alexander trained gelding. He would also win race 3 in 155 and 4 with Credit Con. And also win race 12 in 154 and 3. And actually, I missed the replay here. There was also the Invitational Trot. Tipsy Money wins in 155 and 2. Yannick Gingras is in the bike for trainer Per Ingblom. On to the Meadows, had racing Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday we'll look at first. They had a Fillies and Mares open pace on Wednesday. How much was in this one? Purse of $19,200 was the first race of the card. Here's that replay.
Open pacing mares over to the half in 55 and 4, 29 and 2. A little bit of a breather in that second quarter for Alexis Sky. She'll take him to the backstretch with a short lead over Always Gonna Be You. Grace Rock's third. She's going to step to the outside. Fighting Evil's on the move from fourth. Staying to the inside fifth is Anna Love, and the trailer Jillian B. Mickey's going to go to the outside. They head toward 3/4, 3 on the inside, 3 moving up on the outside. Alexis Sky with a lead. Always Gonna Be You second. Grace Rocks is third. 3/4, 123 and 2. 27 and 3 third quarter, and Alexis Sky has opened up. Always Gonna Be You is second. 3 wide on the outside is Fighting Evil. Between horses, Grace Rocks fourth on the inside. Anna Love, they turn for home. It's all Alexis Sky. Always Gonna Be You, a clear second for now. Trying to close late is Fighting Evil. Far outside is Jillian B. Mickey. But through the stretch, Alexa Sky back to the Meadows and back to the winner's circle in 151 and 1. 4 in a photo between the 2 and the 5.
Yeah, that was Alexa Sky winning in 151 and 1, a 27 and 4 closing quarter. Dave Pallone was in the bike for trainer Virgil Morgan Jr. And Pallone would actually get a grand slam on the day. He would win that race, obviously, and then win races 8, 10, and 11. Race 8, he would win with Beams of the Sun in 156 and 4. That's a 3-year-old filly down by the seaside. Mike Burke trains. Race 10 with Paper Heart in 155 and 2, a Jason Shaw trained pacer, and race 11 with Stay Pumped in 157 and 2. Thursday at the Meadows, 3 drivers had good big days. Aaron Merriman got a grand slam. That's the first thing I'll talk about here. He wins races 2, 3, 4, gets 3 in a row, and then adds race 12 as well. He wins race 2 with Alexa's Sunshine in 154 and 4. Race 3, he would win with Cheatham and Weep. I like that name. 2 minutes and 4/5. Race 4 with She'll Come Back in 159 flat. So he'd win 3 of the 4 legs in the pick 4. Not too bad. So if you had him in there, $42.45 based off a 50-cent wager. Dave Pallone would also add 3 more on Thursday. Races 6, 8, and 13. Race 6 with Rose Run Yorick in 155 and 2, a Mike Burke trained trotter. Race 8, Pallone wins with another Mike Burke trained trotter, this time Bet on Brenna. And race 13, Pallone gets in the winner's circle with I'll Hunt You Down. And then Anthony McDonald would win 3 as well. He gets his first win in race 7 with Believe It, See It in 157 and 4. Race 9, Anthony McDonald get back to the winner's circle with Lions Beach Boy in 154 and 3. And race 11, Belzebub in 154 and 3. A few more tracks. We have 3 tracks left, and these tracks only had racing last night. First up, Woodbine Mohawk Park. No features or big events to speak of, but 3 drivers earned 2 wins. The first one is Louis-Philippe Waugh. He wins races 3 and 10. Race 3 with Royal Regatta in 154 flat, wins by a nose. And then he wins the last race of the day with Italia Sealster, a 6-year-old mare by Captain Trenchers in 154 and 2. Todd Ratchford would also win 2. He'd win his second in race 8 with Tyrone Bowtie in 155 and 3. And then he would also win race 4 to get his first win with Winning Alliance in 156 and 1. And then Sylvain Filion would win 2 races 5 and 6. Passerino in race 5 in 153 and 4. And then race 7 with Street Art in 152 and 3. Flamborough Downs also had racing last night. 4 drivers picked up 2 wins. So in the 10 races, 4 drivers picked up 2 each. The first, we'll talk about Travis Cullen. He wins race 3 with Senior Advisor in 157 and 1. We talked about him earlier at Western Fair. And he also adds another one in race 5 with Trident Sealster in 156 and 4. Travis Henry, he'd win 2. He wins the first race and the last race on the card. Race 1 in 2 minutes even with Southwind Infusion. And then race 10 with PL Quicksand. Samuel Filion wins races 2 and 8. Race 8 with Speaking of Art, wins by a neck in 156 and 1. And then he would also win race 2 with Smooth Lou, a Sweet Lou Gelding in 153 and 4. Scott Coulter wins 2 as well. Race 6 and 9. Race 6 with Play the Ace in 156 and 1. And race 9, Dance Machine, 154 and 3. Who's the other drivers to win just for fun? McKenzie and Harris were the other ones to win on the card. Last track recaps. We'll look at late night racing last night, Fraser Downs, and I also have my pick 5 for tonight in a little bit. But here is what happened last night at Fraser Downs. They had the Fillies and Mares Preferred, race 8. Pick it up just after the half-mile station. Here's that replay.
And they go. Hot Piece of Ace shows the way now by a little over a length. It's Hang On Sloopy sitting in second, followed by Salary and In High Cotton. As they head for the backstretch, the half comes up 57 and 3. And as they turn for the backstretch, Hot Piece of Ace continues to lead it. It's Hang On Sloopy second. First up on the outside, here's Salary. Down towards the inside, In High Cotton. Gin is Better is second over and moving up gradually on the outside. Followed by Stonebridge Jade and Mystic Shadow. As they head towards the far turn 3/4, 126 and 2. And they have to come and catch Hot Piece of Ace, who still leads it by a length and a quarter. Hang On Sloopy in second. On the outside is Salary. Gin is better. Will tip 3 high for the drive. And down the lane they come. It is Hot Piece of Ace dipping to the passing lane. Hang on, Sloopy. Gin is better. Far outside in High Cotton. Here's Hang On Sloopy through the passing lane to score. Hot Piece of Ace second.
Yeah, that was Hang On Sloopy winning the Fillies and Mares Open at Fraser Downs last night. Tyson Jacoby was in the bike, 8-1 upset there. Hot Piece of Face finished second at 10-1, while Gin is Better at 5-1 finished third. The favorite In High Cotton finished fourth. Kelly Hort was in the bike for In High Cotton. The favorite didn't get the win there, but he did win three on the night. He wins races 2 and 3 back to back. Wins races race 2 with You Do the Math in 157 and 2. And then he wins race 3 with Dally Dancer in 2 minutes and 3/5. And then he would also win the last race of the card, race 9, Vintage Lass in 157 and 1. So yeah, didn't get it done with the favorite in the Fillies Mares Open, but he had a pretty good day nonetheless. Yeah, so that's the recap portion of the show. Next, I'm gonna have I'll preview what's coming on up over the weekend. Let me just get everything ready here. Here it is. There we go. I'll just go like this. Here is the Blue Chip Matchmaker second leg goes down tonight at Yonkers Raceway. 3 divisions. Here's your field of 6 in the first one. Race 2. 40,000 for the 6 pacers here. And a couple of note. In case you didn't know, the 1 is the morning line favorite at 2-1. This 6-year-old mare by Always Be Mickey won the first leg in 153 and 3 by a nose. And yeah, she'll have Andrew McCarthy in the bike. The second favorite is Karma Sealster, the 4, a 7-year-old pacer by Sports Rider. Finished 3rd last time out. And Jordan Stratton will be in the bike. The long shot on the board is AVF Claire, the 3 at 10-1. Finished 4th in the first leg. And yeah, so keep an eye on that. Could have some interesting, could play that make things interesting there, the 10-1 long shot. Second division is race 4, right? Yeah, race 4. Here's your field of 6 again. The favorite is Doug's Babe. At 8-5. We'll have, that's the 4. Dexter Dunn in the bike. This is a 7-year-old mare. She finished 3rd in the first leg. Comes in as a heavy favorite here. And then the second favorite at 3-1 is Easy to Please. The 3. Finished 5th in the first leg. Jason Bartlett will be in the bike here. Sorry, no, Jason Bartlett actually goes with the 2. Easy to Please will have Jordan Stratton. And then the long shot here in Div 2 is Man Don't Forget Me at 10-1, the 5. Third leg, or the third division, the last and final one. Here's another field of 6. This is, believe, race 9? Sorry, race 10. Race 10 tonight at Yonkers Raceway. Litty Rose is the morning line favorite at 6-5, the 2. She won last time in the first leg by a nose in 153 and 2. Scott Zeron was in the bike that time. This time, Pat LaChance will be in the bike. The second favorite is Michaela, the 1, coming in at 5-2. She finished 3rd in the first leg. And the long shot, Cream Delight, finished 4th in the first leg, comes in at 15-1 this time around. And this is, again, was races 2, 4, and 9 tonight at Yonkers Raceway. They start, what time do they start at tonight? Post time at Yonkers Raceway tonight is 7 p.m. Eastern time. And that's the 3 splits for the blue chip matchmaker. All go for $40,000. On Monday, the Borgata series continues. There's 4 divisions for this one. Here's the first split, 6 lineup for $50,000. This is race 2. Sorry, race 4. Race 2 is an invitational. This is race 4. The favorite in this one is Hullabaloo. The 3 comes in at 9-5. 1 in the first. It's actually finished 4th in the first leg in 152-3. Backstreet Shadow comes in at 2-1. Wasn't in the first one, making the debut in the series here at 2-1. Just qualified at Pocono Downs on the 20th of March in 153-4. Had a qualifier before at the 16th of March at Sunshine Meadows in Florida. Went 154 flat. And the long shot's the rail horse, Torrid Saint, the 1, at 12-1. Also wasn't in leg 1, making debut. Last race out was at Saratoga on March 16th. Finished 2nd in 155-1. This gelding's last win came November of last year at Plain Ridge Raceway in 152-1. Second split would be race race 6. The favorite here is Desperate Man. Oh, let me just fix that. There you go. Desperate Man, the 4, has won last time in 151-4. Heavy favorite at 8-5. There's 2 horses tied for second favorite at 7-2, and that's Line Drive Hanover and Covered Bridge. Line Drive Hanover won last time in the first leg as well in 151-2. Covered Bridge won in his first split in 152-3. Naturally Gifted, the 7, comes in at the 20-1 long shot. Finished 3rd in the first leg. On to the third division. This is race 9. Field of 7 in this one. Semi-tough. The 2 is the favorite at 2-1. Finished 4th in the first leg. But start before that, 1 in the invitation in 153-2 at Yonkers. Please Let Me Know is at 3-1, the second favorite. Finished 3rd in the first leg. And the long shots, the 7, Venturesome Arden at 20-1. Finished 3rd in the first leg. Last win came on February 6th at Yonkers in 153-3. And then the 4th split here. Race 10, I Did It My Way comes at the favorite at 7-5. Tim Tetrick will be in the bike. Finished 5th in the first leg. This is the plan, is at 2-1. Finished 2nd in the first leg. In one, and comes into this one looking for its first win of 2024. And Craneborn N is the long shot at 12-1. Finished 5th in the first leg. Last win came on January 22nd of this year at Yonkers in 152-4. And that's everything from Yonkers. There's also the New Holland pacing series on Saturday at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Field of 11 for 30,000 here. Big time 11. Blue Hunt will get have to start in the second tier. Woodbine starts at 7:10 Eastern Time. This is race 5. And your favorite at 3-1 is Jilly Bee Dynamite. Captain Trentress Gelding won the first leg in 153-1, looking to make it 3 straight wins. That's the 5. Tyler Borth will be in the bike. Poseidon Sealster is the second favorite at 7-2. Finished second in the first leg. Tyler Moore will be in the bike. Gets the 2-hole. And there's 3 tied at 15-1 for the long shot on the board. That's Armor Sealster, the longest yard, and Blue Hunt. Armor Sealster is a Better's Delight pacer. Finished 7th in the first division, or first leg. The longest yard finished 6th in the first leg, while Blue Hunt finished 6th as well in the first leg. So those 15-1s might, we'll try to make things interesting here on Saturday. And again, that's 7:10 Eastern Time. California's got some stake race action as well. This goes down on Sunday. The odds aren't up yet as I'm recording this. So, but only a field of 4 going in the third leg here for the 4-year-old horse and gelding pace. Race 3. We got Polar Storm. Oh, the odds just popped up as I say that. So, Polar Storm's at 2-1. Doug's Monkey Business is 4-5. Pretty heavy favorite there. Dardic Vic is at 15-1. And Been a Mystery is at 9-2. Let's see here. Maybe I'll pull up some quick stats here. Polar Storm finished 7th in his last race. That was at the free for all. Before that, finished 3rd in the second leg of the California Sire Stakes. Won the first leg. So, definitely has the ability to win. Doug's Monkey Business, the favorite at 4-5. Finished 2nd in the second leg and finished 2nd in the first leg. While Dardic Vic finished 5th in the second leg while finishing 4th in the first. And Been a Mystery won last time out in 157-4 in the second leg and finished 3rd in the first leg. So, all 4 horses definitely have a shot in this one. And then there's also the 4-year-old fillies and mares third leg. Assuming those odds just came up too, as I say that. This is race 7 on Sunday at Cal Expo. Field of 7. The 1, Zenalta Tokens at 4-1. The favorite, the 2, is Got You by the Short Hairs at 2-1. Zenalta Memories, the 3, is the longest shot on the board at 15-1. At 6-1, the 4, Stevie's Girl. The 6, or the 5, Made of Mischief, is at 9-2. Chandon at 12-1, and Wild Blue Wonder at 6-1. The favorite was, what did I say it was? Is the 2, Got You by the Short Hairs. Making his return, hasn't raced in any of the previous legs yet. Last race was last fall at Running Aces in the Minnesota Championship. Finished off her 2023 with 4 straight wins and 5 of her last 6. So making her return to Cal Expo. So definitely, will be interesting to see how she fares being back there. And then we also had the second favorite was the 1 Sinalta Token. She won the second leg in 159 flat, while also winning the first leg in 159 and 1. So definitely, I think it'll be a big battle there between the 1 and the 2. And then the longest shot on the board again was the 3 Sinaltra Memories. And that's everything from Cal Expo. And the last race, big stake race coming up over the next few days, is the Delaware Standardbred Breeders' Fund final for 3-year-old filly trotters. This is on Monday. Race 6, $51,050. Field of 8 with an also eligible. The favorite is Going Platinum, the 3 at 2-1. Has won back-to-back races in both of the previous legs. Won the final, or finished second as a 2-year-old in the final last year. The second favorite is Platinum Proposal at 5-2. That's the 4. He's finished second both times before. Won the final last year. And the longest shot on the board, Royal Robin. The 1 at 20-1. Only raced twice in her career. In the first leg, finished by a distance, but made some big comeback. Finished 4th in the second leg in 2:06 and 1. So, making some improvement. So if she and continues to improve, definitely could be a factor. And that's everything for the stake races. Now, here's my picks for the Western Canada tracks going on. Fraser Downs tonight, their pick 5. Starts race 4, goes to race 8. $1 minimum. Race 4, the leg 1. I'm going to take the 1, single the 1, Catch Me Oliver with Dave Houdon in the bike. Finished 6th his last time out, but has a couple wins earlier this year in February. I like this horse. Good enough to single it. And the second leg, race 5, I'm going to take 2 horses here. The 5 and the 4. Race number 5 is Radar in Force with Bradley Watt. Won in its last start in 154 and 2. And I also like the 4, Everyone's Hero with Kelly Hort. Won a few starts ago on February 16th in 158 and 2. Has a second and a third since then. Race 6, the third leg, I also like 2 horses, the 3 and the 2. The 3, Light My Shadow, at 9-5 morning line odds, has won 3 of his last 4. But I like Sunshine Rider, finished second last time, just by a head to Light My Shadow. So I definitely think those 2 could be close again down the stretch. Race 7, had a tough time in race 7, had to take 4 horses here. The 3 is Bay Street Buddy, and Alan Malloy has won 4 in a row here. Could single it, but there's a couple horses here. Joe DiMaggio, the 7, making a return from Woodbine Mohawk Park to Fraser Downs. So will that 5-year-old gelding in his return to Fraser Downs make some noise? Could be. I also like the 1, My Little Gingerbread Man. And I also like the 6, One Touch Beach Boy. And then in race 8, this is another tough one. There's some good horses in this one, but I'm going to single the 8, Sunshine Boy, who has won 1, 2, 3, 4 of his last 5. And again, this is the Fraser Downs pick 5 tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern time, post time, but it starts in race 4. And then the last thing here, the Century Downs pick 5 tomorrow. Starts off in race 1. Post time at Century Downs is 2:45 Eastern time. believe it's a 20-cent minimum, though, this pick 5. First race, I like 4 horses, the 1, 2, 4, and 3. 1 is Blast of Sunshine, 5-year-old by Sunshine Beach, making his 2024 debut. Finished off the year last year in Century Mile. I also like the 2 Redstone Arsenal. Also, he raced once this year at Century Mile. No, I apologize. He was scratched that start. So making his debut as well. The 4, Need Bank Loan. Also, started last week at Century Downs opening day and finished second in 157 and 4. And then I also like the 3, Tajmania. Finished 6th last week, but so sprinkling it around there a little bit in the first leg. Sorry, that's actually race 1. The races are wrong there. So this is all race 1. Race 5, I'm going to single the 1. That's Outlaw Above and Beyond. 1 just qualified last week in 159 and 3. In race 3, the third leg, 2, 6, and 3. The 2 is Outlaw Spiced Rum. 1 last week in 156 and 4. The 6, Cheese Whiz, finished second, just behind Outlaw Spiced Rum. And the 3, Go On Bobo, finished third in that race. So, I'm taking those 3 in this one. The fourth leg, I like the 3, 2, and the 1. The 3, Cora, making her 2024 debut, qualified in 203 and 2 last week. Gold on the Horizon was in the Fillies American Preferred last week, went 158 and 3, but finished 6th. Drops down in class. And the 1, Sky's Little Spunk, the Manitoba bred, raced at the Loop last year, made a couple starts at Woodbine, 1 start at Woodbine, 1 start in Western Fair, and 1 start at Flamborough, and now making her trek to Century Downs. So that's 3, 2, and 1. And then in race 5, I'm going to take 2 horses, and that's the 1 and the 5. 1 is If Only I'd Known. 1, the Fillies and Mares Preferred. This is the Fillies and Mares Preferred again. And I like the 5, Outlaw Alley Oops, finished second in the Fillies and Mares Preferred last week. And again, sorry, that's legs 1 through 5 is races 1 through 5. So ignore that typo. And that's everything I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. That was a great episode. Had recaps from all our action. Had previewing the stake races and a couple pick 5s going on over this weekend. We'll be back on Tuesday. Note the change. I'll be back. I'll do shows Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays, we'll recap all the weekend action and preview anything going on during the middle of the week. And on Friday, we'll recap that middle of the week and, of course, preview weekend action, which usually has a lot of most of the exciting action. But some stuff goes on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as well. So I'll be back on Tuesday to recap some of the things I previewed and everything else going on. And we'll be here live on our presenting sponsor, harnesslink.com, because harnesslink.com is the only harness racing website truly dedicated covering news and events in the standardbred industry worldwide. Also sponsored by HarnessBid here, because just like HarnessBid, this show is the game changer for the standardbred and harness racing bloodstock industry. 0% commission. So check out harnessbid.com for more and to get started. And thank you to our friends at the USTA. Without them, none of this would be possible. So until next time, and on behalf of everyone at Harness Link, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.